Hey. I had somebody ask about all the cards I get in. Do I keep track of them? How do I know how to price them when I list them? Well, I'm very organized. Today was 15 different cards. These were all like more low-end cards, but it doesn't matter. I still need to keep track of them. I sell wholesale, and it makes it really easy to have a whole list of what I have, what I paid for it. This way, my wholesale is easy. It's 10% over what I paid. I don't care about showing what I paid for it. It doesn't bother me at all. There's no leverage to use. You're not going to get less than 10%. It is what it is, right? So what happens is I get the cards in. I take them out of the envelope. I cut the tracking number out, right? This part. So when I'm all done, I put them in a pile. Then I flip them over. I go in my email, I type in the tracking number. An email will come up from eBay saying your card's been delivered or it's on the way. There's always an email from eBay with that tracking number. I click on it, it brings me into the app to my purchase, and it brings this up. I inspect the card, and I go and I leave feedback. Once a week, I go and I check all my purchases. I click on what I haven't left feedback on yet, whatever's ready for feedback. I scroll down and I look to see what should have been delivered. If it should have been delivered, I didn't leave feedback, I check the tracking. If the tracking shows it hasn't been delivered, then I open a case. If it's time. Now with the eBay standard envelopes, the case benefits the seller and the buyer. So it's important I open the case. The seller is going to need that if they're going to make a claim, right? And the buyer is going to need the case if they're going to get a refund for the card they didn't receive yet. And then after I'm all done, I put the price of what I paid. I'll flip this over. I'll put the price of what I paid for it, $1.07. Put it back in there. When I'm all done, I go and I start listing them. I'll put this into my inventory. There'll be a card number, a SKU number, how much I paid, how much I'm listing it on Whatnot, how much I'm listing it on eBay, and then it'll give a description. And then I'll put a little sticker here in the corner with that corresponding number. So I'll be able to pick up any one of my cards, look at the number, go to my list, number 483. I paid $3 for that. Yep, that's the card. So I know. And all my cards have a corresponding SKU number. That's how I stay organized. At any given moment, I always keep that sheet up to date so I can take that sheet, send it off to another dealer that says, hey, I'm looking for some cards. What do you got today? I have a couple dealers I send it to. It's a $500 MOQ. You add it up, what I paid, add 10%, and that's going to be your total. If you're going to do it on platform, which I always suggest everybody purchase on platform. Use Whatnot, use eBay, use Etsy, use whatever you use and purchase on platform. Or PayPal or whatever. Use some sort of buyer protection, okay? It's from my experience, that's what you need to do. So I already told you guys, in my descriptions, I'll show you, I'm going to start listing all the bad characters I come across. And the very first one was the first break I'd ever been involved with, the very first company. You'll see in my description below. I'll tag them so you can look at them for yourself. They did a horrible job, and they still haven't corrected the problem. And I take it they're just not going to, which means they blew me off. They just blew me off. They don't care. It is what it is. They're bad actors, very bad actors in this community. We don't want that. So it's part of what I'm going to change. I'm going to help, because we have good people in this community. We have companies that care. We have breakers that do care. They are out there, and I'm going to start doing my own thing too. I've been reaching out to a lot of you guys to leave suggestions for breaking. I want to make it cool, and I want to make sure it benefits the community directly. My motto is going to be, every purchase benefits the community directly. Alright? So, leave suggestions below. What can we do to make breaking fun? Because when I get into it and I launch it, it's going to be fun. You guys are going to want to break. You're going to see value for your money. And it's going to be way better than dealing with these other people. And guess what? I'm going to send you what you get. And if I make a mistake, I'm going to correct it. I'm going to do more than correct it, like I always do if I ever make mistakes. All right, I'm going to take care of it. It's horrible when a seller just doesn't take care of it, when they just blow you off, when they just give you excuses like I was sick or I had a death, or, you know, excuses are great. That's fine. I'll take them. You can use them, but fix the problem. Don't hide behind the excuse. And then don't complain that the buyer's complaining. Don't put it on the buyer. Don't become the victim because your buyer complains. All right? Mr. Breakers, what are they? Burbank? I don't even remember. I forgot about them because I don't care. Check the description if you want to see the nefarious breakers. Anyway, everybody, have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good whatever it is, wherever you're at. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.